There are a lot of villains in AFK Journey, some with their own sympathetical reason of why they did what they did, like Sigmund and Jervin. You still felt a little bit bad for them and understood what pushed them to do what they did. Every villain in the storyline you met either was pure evil and chaotic or a redeemable character, except one villain. His reason wasn't because madness or he was gaslit into doing crimes. In fact, he was the one convincing these mentally ill folks who needed help and aiding them in their crimes against their land or faction. Cyran, the former Lightbearer court mage, crashed out over the silliest reason. The reason was Merlin chose magics and exploring and aiding the people of Asperia over him. Cyran held back his anger and exploited other mentally ill people to go against Merlin. Cyran was mad he couldn't get bedtime with Merlin, so he joined and led a crime faction to terrorize factions and target their most mentally ill members of the communities just because Merlin wouldn't give attention to Cyran after high school. Cyran then resurrected dead soldiers and then went to attack the castle itself. He took out a lot of guards and trashed the place like a kid on TikTok who got his iPad taken away. Cyran threw hands with everyone he came into contact with apparently and left a huge mess in the palace. Merlin gets under Cyran's skin that much he acts like a child and trashes a well-established place. I hope he is banned for life because I'd hate to be the guy who has to pick up his shit. Merlin follows after Cyran and beats his ass to try to keep him in his place and prevent him from lashing out more. Cyran had his face smashed in from Merlin, who escalated the situation further. The two grown men fought it out until Cyran turned himself into a hypofiend to try and beat Merlin and even the odds. Though when it comes to strength versus intelligence, intelligence wins. Merlin wins the fight, and Cyran is put 6 feet underground. Though Cyran was threatening Merlin with the "it's not over, I'll be back one day" cheap threat, and Merlin looks unamused. Merlin had to deal with a man-child who was being a public nuisance.